everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So, we are going to be talking about this incident that happened. I have been trying to stay away from this particular topic, but the more I see a lot of people making video about it in a negative way, I'm like, see, okay, what are you expecting? Are you expecting that this woman should have actually been in that predicament? Because we don't know what has happened yet. There have been no actual, she has not actually spoken about what had actually happened. And that's why a lot of people are like out here saying she's lying and she didn't see the child that she said she saw before she was adopted, you know, before she was adopted on the way. Because the story goes this way. This young lady, I think she's a nurse or a doctor, something like that, and she's a very well educated woman. She was driving along the way when she called. She was on the phone with her mom or her sister's boyfriend, something. So um and then she told them that she saw a child on the highway. Then she decided, like any other human being with moral would do, called the police. And what they said they had at the end was her screaming and her phone being left behind, and her wig being snatched off her head, and nobody could find her. Literally, her car was still open, everything was still there, so it was giving the sign of adoption. Now, and if we, this is the thing, when people come out and try to talk negatively about this particular topic, you forget that there are things that are happening in real life. Black girls being adopted out here, in real life, being trafficked out here, but nobody want to talk about this. And this is the thing, a lot of people have this energy, the amount of energy that people have to make a video talking about, oh, this situation was fake because she did not give a prescription or description of you know her situation, and she did not she has not said anything yet. I'm like, if she was really adopted, do you think she's in the mental state of talking right now? You don't know what happened to this woman. Nobody knows. Some people are showing videos of the highway and seeing a car, without the child. They are saying they don't see the child. Then you see another video again of somebody else doing a video showing footage of a child. So you don't even know which one is real and which one is fake. And some people are like, oh, I watched the one without no children. There was no child there. And then the other video is like, we watched the video, we saw a child there. See, I really don't care. The truth is, I really don't care, as long as she's safe. But this is the thing that bothers me, is the energy that a lot of people had to talk about this situation being fake. That energy that they had, they could have put that energy into real situations that are happening here. People that are still being adopted, children that are being trafficked. Nobody want to talk about it, but a lot of people want to talk about this to cover up what is actually happening. Trafficking going out here, adoption of women going out here, especially black women. They're trying to use this situation as an scapegoat. I'm just gonna call it what it is. They're trying to use it as an scapegoat. Hello, Khadija. Hello, Sun and Sunflower. So, you know, they're trying to use this particular topic as an scapegoat, not to talk about the real situation, the real problem of children, women being adopted out here, and literally trafficking going on out here. Nobody want to talk about that. So they, now that she has come back, if she wouldn't have come back, let's talk about this. If Carlee Russell didn't come back, or they found her body, would they have the same energy? Because we've seen a lot of women that went missing and their body being found, especially from this particular community. And it's like, we found the body, and the news, everything. Sometimes the news don't even cover it. The news don't even cover it. And the reason why I see a lot of news anchors covering it now is when she came back. The time she was missing, a lot of these news anchors didn't cover it. They kept quiet. They were silenced. And when she came back, all of a sudden, everybody want to talk about how fake it was. So why are they having this energy when this woman come back? And instead of them thinking about her safety, the fact that she came back alive, they're more invested in the fact that she came back alive, so it was a lie. So what are they trying to tell us here? Are they trying to tell us that she should have come back in a body bag or something? Is that what they're expecting? Or was it their expectation? And it's even worse when you see people black women topic. A lot of people can jump on the bandwagon to talk about, oh, she came back safe, so she was lying. She's just looking for clout. Oh, she's just looking for attention. You get me? I'm like, are these people serious? So we're gonna bring up a video over here of a lady being very, very disappointed about this particular topic, and then we're gonna bring more video up here and talk about this particular topic.
Why I am not and will never be. The Carlee Hood incident reminded me of why I am not and will never be pro-black. Black girl tragic, you're not pro-black? Absolutely not. I am pro-black woman. You're pro-black woman? Absolutely. Because here's my question. When has pro-blackness ever benefited black women? Never. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Pro-blackness villainizes black women. I was under the impression that pro-blackness meant that we were going to start valuing black women. And I've been waiting for that to happen. And here I am, still waiting. Nobody in that restaurant valued that black woman. As a matter of fact, they saw so little value that they lied about what had happened. And because of that lie, Carlee Hood and her son sat in jail. But Black Girl Tragic, that's just one incident. That one incident and the comments thereafter is indicative of a much bigger issue within our community. Can you guess what that issue is? We don't value black women. Well, Black Girl Tragic, she shouldn't have been arguing with that man.
So that's one of the videos of especially what it takes, black women's spite and the fact that nobody ever cared. I wanted to just bring up that video to remind you guys before we bring these other videos up in here. So let me go ahead and bring up the next video up in here. Because if you've been following social media, if you've been following, all these topics that have been happening, you're beginning to see how society treats black women in general. And it is unfair. It is absolute, and not only society, even the men from the community. So let me just bring this up in here.
Was more people.
So this one over here, instead of him talking about the actual, if he thinks this was fake, if this man thought this was fake, he could have just made an actual video talking about, okay, we should, even if he thought it was fake, he could have actually make an actual video of what is actually happening, because little girls are being still abducted out here. Trafficking is still going out here. But he want to talk about this one. This one, he want to put his 10 toes down. All right.
There was never a toddler on the side of the road. If there was, more people would have called 911. More people would have pulled over to help. Carlee put her flashers on almost 300 feet before she stopped, which means she would have had to seen that toddler from that far away, in the dark, pitch black dark. The entire incident is on video. There is no toddler in the video. If there was...
Okay, there is no toddler in the video, sir, because I saw two videos. I saw one with the toddler and then I saw another one. So I'm kind of confused right now. I don't know which one it is because of social media. Now, if, let's say, she saw something, because she literally called the police for this, because you don't call the police, especially for incident like this. A lot of people were saying, oh, she was in her boyfriend. Let's say she did that. Let's say she did that. Why do you have the energy instead of talking about, okay, let's say you want to talk about this issue. You talk about it. Let's be fair. You talk about this issue and you'll be like, okay, The fact that we still don't know the truth is amazing, because I'm still waiting. I haven't heard the truth. And that's why I didn't make this video for a long time. I was just waiting, but I still haven't heard anything. But people talking too much. It's beginning to irritate me. True crime people jumping on a bandwagon. People from the community coming out talking about lying, literally talking about her lying. And I'm like, you all have all this energy when she came back safe and alive, by the way. But you don't have the energy to talk about those ones that do not come back safe and alive. Why? Okay, you can call her out if you feel like she is lying. I'm not gonna say you can't call somebody out on their wrong. If you feel like she's lying, you can call her out. But still, why do you stop why do you stop only in this topic? Why don't you further on talk about the actual incidents that are happening? Also cover up stories of other people that are missing till today. Why are you not talking about that? Because they're not talking about it. They just hand it in this Carlee Russell topic. Then you should have bring more awareness to other situations that you feel are actually real, other situations that are actually happening out here. But you did not. You just stopped on this particular topic. That is why I'm looking at these people. I'm like, I don't even understand what is going on in here. I really don't. I don't know if she lied about it. I'm not gonna sit down here and be like, she was telling the truth. I don't know if she lied about it. But I also don't know if she's telling the truth about what happened to her. If she lied about it, that is very, very wrong of her. But at the same time, let's be sincere. I have never seen this much coverage of somebody coming back alive and people trying to jump on the bandwagon to villainize her and talk about she just won a cloud. But these same people will not talk about the people that are actually missing out here. Are you serious? Let's continue.
How can an assailant take Carlee and also make sure the toddler followed them? It's just not adding up. We never see three people in the video. If the toddler wasn't real, if Carlee made the toddler up, then it highlights her entire story. It was announced that she's been found safe, but nobody's looking for the missing toddler. Isn't that suspicious? People don't abduct you and then...
Okay, first of all, he's sounding somewhat crazy out here. If somebody is using a toddler to trap you, do you think people are gonna be looking for the toddler or the person that has been kidnapped? Yes, they're gonna look for the toddler later on. I'm pretty sure they were looking both for the toddler and her. But you're talking about why didn't they go looking for the toddler? She returned. They didn't find her anyway. Let's not forget. He's talking about why are they not looking for the toddler? Should Kalisha, if she was really in that situation, should she be looking for the toddler while she was being adopted? Should she have been looking for the toddler, putting her safety out there if the incident was actually true? Some people don't, sometimes when people talk, they don't talk with common sense. They talk out of both sides of their mouths. Let's say if she was adopted, should she have gone out there looking for the toddler, risking the fact that she would be adopted again or run away for her safety since it was a trap? You're talking about why aren't they looking for there are people out there still looking. Because even, the people investigating the case say they don't have enough because she was in the hospital at the end of the day. You are not in the, they don't, admit you in the hospital unless something is wrong with you. You get me? They don't just admit.
Drop you off safely at a family member's house 3 days later. If I sound angry, it's because I am. There are plenty of people that go missing in this world, and to waste resources on someone that's faking it is not cool.
Okay, he said he's angry because she faked it. And then he said there are many people that are missing out here. Why didn't you attach their story to this one and be like, you know what, although, this girl was faking it and wasting resources, hey, look at this particular attaching it to this and being like, hey, but we should go out there and still look for this person. He did nothing like that. He just talk about how he's angry. He's just angry. What are you angry about? Okay, you said because she wasted resources and there are people out there that are missing. True, but did you attach this video and actually create awareness on other missing people's case? No, you just wanted to vent on this particular topic. You know what? We're gonna go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. All right.
No type of way about it. Carlee.
Yeah, these are one of the ones that come out here just to, catch clout on this particular topic over here. But I have absolutely nothing more just to talk about. Oh, she faked it, but still did not bring awareness to the ones that are missing.
Y'all, I'ma say something, and I don't give a fuck who feels no type of way about it. Carlee Russell sat her ass up there and fucking lied to the world. That's exactly what she did. Because where is the missing toddler? So they just let you.
So I don't understand one thing with these people. Why are you asking her where is the missing toddler if she was adopted? I really don't understand these people. You're talking about is fake, but okay, if she faked it, and if it was real, use your common sense. If it was real, do you think she would be going to look for the missing toddler while she was adopted? If you were the one, would you be going out if you were adopted? Would you be going out to look for a missing toddler? What's wrong with some people? I get it that you want to talk about how being, faking the whole scenario. I'm all for, expose somebody that fakes things like this. I'm all for it. But at the same time, create awareness for people that are actually suffering from that particular situation. People that are going through that even as we speak.
You go and took you back home. The shit ain't adding up. The math is not motherfucking mathing. You not finna sit here and convince the world that you saw a child on the side of the road. You're gone.
It be your own people trying to drag you down as well. It be your own people. But when every other person's in every other person's community, let me just say this, in other people's community, because before people come around and be like, Karen, but she lied about that and all of this. Shh. In other people's community, even when they fake it or they actually, being found alive, when they are found alive, nobody says a word. They're like, oh my God, she came back. Oh, everything is cool. Nobody makes it a big deal like this. Nobody brings it up and talk about it 10,000 times, trying to catch clout out of it. You get me? When people return, even if they fake it, they're like, okay, she faked it. From other community, by the way. They're like, oh, they faked it, and that news is totally silenced. They'll try to put a knot on that. In fact, they try to cover up that. Other communities try to stop that topic immediately. They will just tell you, okay, you know what, we found that she's okay. We don't know what happened. Maybe, she strolled away or something. Maybe she had mental illness. They would actually bring something. Like, if this woman faked it, I don't think, okay, you know what? If she faked it, that's bad. But at the same time, the fact that she's been admitted in the hospital, I'm starting to think maybe she has mental illness. Has anybody talked about that? Have anybody said anything about that? Maybe she has a mental illness, or maybe any other thing that could actually cause her seeing things. No. So they just tell you, oh, we found them, and that's that. Especially even if they fake it, because they don't want it to overshadow, the actual incident that is being happening. They don't want to cover the actual, things that are being happening to other people on this particular one case. When I see stories like this, I'm like, the next person that is going to be in this particular situation, they're probably going to be thinking, oh, he's faking too. And the police are not going to be going out there to do their job.
for a day or two, and then you just magically pop back up at home. There's no Amber Alert out for this missing child. There's no sketches of what the child could potentially look like. And now you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk now because, for one, you're going to have to prepare yourself to get you a lawyer. For two, you don't want to say the wrong shit that's going to really give us the whole presentation of you fucking sat there and made that shit up. I'm mad as fuck. And for the motherfuckers who's sitting out there saying she doesn't owe us nothing, yes, the fuck she do. I am 30 years old, single mother of two. And it's a lot going on in this world. So when the shit happened, yes, it made me feel some type of way. Like, our hearts were really going out for this girl and her family, hoping that nothing genuinely happened to her. And for the shit to happen how it happened, it's not giving, sis. It's giving real. It's giving real.
I want to ask some people some question. Okay, now that she's back, how is she enjoying her fame? The way they are talking about she's trying to catch clout and all of this. Then if you know somebody's trying to catch clout, why are you not also exposing the other topics? Okay, she might be this is the thing. Mental illness is out here. People have, like, sometimes mental breakdowns. There are a lot of reasons why people can start hallucinating or seeing things. You get me? But this energy is given. Next time a woman is actually another person get adopted or something, so especially if you're a black woman, we're just gonna say maybe you were playing, you're trying to catch clout, because that's gonna be the excuse next time. And women like her do not understand that what she's saying will be used on everybody else.
Attention seeker. It's giving real. I want some attention. Um, it's giving.
And you're giving, I want some attention because I want to bash her. I want to go to TikTok, talk bad about this whole situation, not actually add nothing at all. Also, not add the fact that things like this are happening in that community. Black women are still being adopted out here, and trafficking is still going on. People like you don't add anything. You trying to catch clout on this particular topic too. Can we call that out too? Because you don't sound like you really care. Because if you really did care, you would be talking about other incidents too. It's just this one, is it?
I planned this shit out, but I wasn't aware of the traffic cameras. So when the videos come out, you realize then that you had fucked up and that you couldn't go on with your little plan because it was so many videos out there that's being shared around the world showing that the shit that you claiming is not adding up. So yes, you do owe us an explanation. You owe us a lot of fucking explanation. It's people's tax, literally our tax dollars that went into the searches for looking for you. The police is lined up and doing their research and did it like yes, bitch, you owe us a fucking lot. Yes. And don't say,
girl, please get off my screen. Now I understand if Kalisha is lying, yes, she should be called out, but this lady over here, she's just talking about you should come out here and talk about it. See, I've never seen other communities doing this, even when somebody fakes anything. I never seen them coming out talking about the fakeness. Oh, they're making it into a big topic. I've never seen it because they don't want to overshadow like the real incidents that are happening there. They still want to keep an eye on people that are still affected by this. But I've never seen people have this much energy for fake news for a fake story that they feel like is fake. If you know it's fake, wouldn't you just call out on it, and also talk about the other ones that are being happening out here, the actual women that are being adopted out here? No, but you just want to talk about this one. Oh my God. You know what? We're gonna go to the next one. I really don't have time to listen to her finish. I can't. I cannot. Don't know if this is the same video or the.
Found safe with a happy ending, y'all never say that their story isn't adding up. They lie. They want attention. But Carlee Russell getting backlash for being found alive, we need a case study. Y'all are so selective, and it's our own people. Yeah, if I'm Carlee Russell's family, the moment her well-being is assessed, I'm immediately calling a lawyer and sending cease and desist to all these broke YouTubers and TikTokers claiming this is a hoax. Have you no shame? What type of mediocre influencer uses somebody's tragedy of being found alive to manufacture a whole bunch of horrible content about conspiracy theories? Carlee's boyfriend said she was fighting for her life for the past 48 hours and is not mentally or physically able to talk about what happened to her. Imagine surviving a traumatic experience and people on social media are making allegations and wanting to force her to talk about what happened, and I'm sure she's still processing it. Mofos saying Carlee Russell was a hoax are about to piss me off. Y'all wanted her to be found unalive because you want to hear her story on your favorite true crime podcasts.
Yeah, I know that's what they were probably waiting for. Oh my God, they found her body in this part, in this day. And they were not, it's given, I was not hoping that she'd be found alive and safe. It's given, oh, I was waiting for us to hear true crime.
You bees are sick. This is real life. So Carlee is home safe, yet because she's a black woman, assholes are now claiming she faked the whole thing. Sounds to me like the only ending these shits want, if any missing black woman or girl, is for them to be found not alive. This is some messed up pathology, and I see a whole bunch of people have literally internalized black inferiority. I can't tell y'all how many weak-ass TikTokers I seen on the For You page yesterday, literally going about conspiracy theories and hoax and calling into suspicion this woman's experience instead of celebrating her livelihood. You know what I mean? Hey, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So we're gonna go on to the next video because yeah, some black women actually came out and talk about this, talking about, you know, for them this particular experience have actually made them, you know, very, very careful nowadays.
I think true crime as an entertainment genre is a problem. Just go look at how many true crime podcasts and true crime creators are reacting to the news that Carlee Russell was found safe and alive. Carlee Russell was the woman who went missing after reportedly pulling over to the side of the highway because she saw a toddler walking alone. And so many of the narratives went from, wow, I hope she's found safe. We're all, hoping that she gets home safe. We're going to do everything we can to get her home safe. And then she was found safe, and the narrative immediately switched over to, here's what we think really happened, and took a direct left into insane conspiracy theories, without a shred of empathy for the victim or their family and friends. But hey, gotta stay on the FYP, am I right?
Yeah, they were hoping for some true crime stories out here, and some people probably were hoping that she never comes back home. Never comes back home. It is sad. This story is sad, like literally.
She was with her boyfriend the whole time, and everyone in her family have just...
Yeah. Here comes a big mouth about to tell us about how, she's a true crime. A lot of people have actually cut this woman off. This one over here talking about, oh, yeah, it was fake. And all of her content had been fake. A lot of people found out many of her content is fake. And a lot of people don't even associate themselves with her. And she's going to come up here to try to catch clout with this particular topic. She was trying to catch clout on this too.
Carlee was never actually kidnapped. She was with her boyfriend the whole time, and everyone in her family have just been lying.
I have been very quiet about the Carlee Russell situation ever since I posted my video when she was missing, and then I posted an update sharing that she had been found. I haven't really talked about it since then because there's not really a lot to discuss right now. There's not a lot of questions that have been answered, and everything's kind of up in the air. There's an ongoing investigation. But this woman, Joy Sparkles, aka Joy Sparkles BS from YouTube back in the day, if y'all remember, has made it her mission to further traumatize what we know to be a victim.
Here's what I want to say. There are a couple theories. One is they were doing some type of crime
and that they're all trying to cover it up. But
So if you've never seen this
Oh my
person's
God. Oh my, oh, how did you know she was doing some kind of crime in the middle of the highway, alone in the car? I cannot. I really cannot. I really cannot. I cannot.
face before. She used to be very well known on YouTube as Joy Sparkles BS. There are videos upon videos, playlist upon playlist talking about why she is problematic and why it's very problematic how she clickbaits her videos. If you go look at this person's profile, there are videos upon videos of just lies and speculation.
Khadija, yeah, I can put up the link there. You can come up if you have anything to add. Let me just I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah.
About Carlee Russell and her family.
are they trying to protect her because she's in nursing and they don't want her to have her career derailed? So they made this whole story up. By the way, if there's evidence of this, send it to me.
Carlee Russell has not even been home for 48 hours. She has not even had time to mentally recover from what happened to her. And there are people on the internet gaslighting her, calling her a liar, calling her a criminal. And it's so inappropriate. And this creator is not the only one doing it. There's a lot of people on this app trying to discredit Carlee. Carlee is a human being who has a phone, who could be on social media, seeing what y'all are saying about her. I need everyone to collectively take a breath and wait for more information to be released before we start making these wild speculations and accusations.
Carlee was never actually.
And that is exactly what I've been saying. I said nobody knows what is happening out here. We haven't gotten the results, but a lot of people are already jumping on the bandwagon, trying to discredit everything, trying to talk from the both side of their mouth before we can hear from the actual investigations. The people doing the investigations, they want to be the investigator so bad. And I feel like they just want to discredit everything that have happened. I'm like, everybody, we don't know if she's faking it. Can we wait until the case is closed and then they come out with actual result, what happened to this woman, if she was faking it or not? Because from what I heard, the FBI is in this case. So let's wait and hear. But no, some people want to be the first one to talk about it, jump on the bandwagon, discredit everything. Wow. Khadija, you have just gone out again. I don't know. Okay, I was gonna ask you about your opinion, but you can always come back when you want. So we're gonna go on to the next one over here, because this is, I'm like, if people could just have patience and wait for the investigation to be finished so that we know what is happening. Let's know what is happening first before you start running your mouth.
Knew the conspiracy videos and people were going to be coming out the woodwork when Carlee Russell was found. You want to know how I knew that? It's because she was found alive. Everybody, including our own community, expects us to be found unalive when we come up missing. The amount of conspiracy lives and videos posted that I've seen on the For You page in the last 12 hours alone, hell, an hour after we found out that she was found, there was a whole live stream going on someone's page talking about, oh, we need to find the information. We need to find it from the police. The girl has just been found. She's in the hospital. The family just took her to the hospital. Police are still trying to figure out what happened to her. She's in shock. From the jump, when we first heard about this story, I found about the story on Friday because literally people were just not finding out about it and spreading the word on their different social medias. I found out from one of my mutuals who has a bigger platform than I do. And you heard the details. My mind, it really went, okay, this is possibly a trafficker. You want to know why? Because my city, Atlanta, used to be the trafficking hotspot in 2019. If you go onto the national database in regards to human trafficking, any website, Atlanta is in the top 10. We used to be ranked number 1 in 2019. I'm pretty sure DC is probably back on that spot, but Atlanta is in the top 10, primarily because of our airport. And with Carlee being located a state over from me in Alabama, God only knows what plans they would have had for her had the national news and the public not put out the word to find her. People expect for us to be never found. And when we do, oh, it's a conspiracy. No, it's a miracle.
Yeah, leave it to them. They say that's exactly what would have happened if it was from another person's community, from the other community. If they would have found somebody, distorted, the fact that the person was, not okay after they put out a missing persons, uh, news out there, they would have been like, oh, we found her, it's a miracle, we don't know what happened to her, but we are just hoping that she gets better so that she can tell us what happened to her and give us if we can actually go out there and look for the people that did this. No, nobody said that. Everybody out, yeah, conspiracy theory, oh my god, she faked it, did it. The amount were like, they were talking like parrots. Hey, Khadijah, girl,
This,
do you want to add something, girl?
this really upsets me. Um, I'm sorry. This really upsets me that with so many women, black women and girls that go missing, that y'all were really trying to find some kind of flaw in her story or something like that. This just shows you that nobody really care about black women and girls. And I was almost abducted in California my damn self. And this just shows me if something was to happen to me and people was to have an outcry and a search team and everything, normally black women don't get that. Y'all would find any kind of flaw in my story.
Exactly. And that is the thing that really annoys me in this particular whole topic, because I'm like, we have not heard from the investigators. We have not heard she's still unfit to speak yet. Have nobody thought about why she's still unfit to speak? Why is she not in the mental state of being able to speak yet? What had happened to this woman? Nobody talks about that. If it was from the other community, it would have been a miracle that she was found. But
But
this
that's exactly, I'm sorry, that's exactly what happened before. On that same interstate, there was a situation where they abducted or um robbed or something like that. They was acting like she was in trouble or something, and turned around and they robbed them or killed them or something like that. And everybody believed it. Everybody believed something like that. Oh, somebody was stranded on the side of the road. Somebody pulled over on that same highway and they was caught up. The thing is, it's like stuff like this happens all the time. I that's what I'm saying. I was in California and a dude did the same thing to me. He opened up his back door and he was getting ready to snatch me. Thank God I had a gun. So, I told him that if he approached me, that he's gonna be a dead body. But this happens all the time. And like that girl in that last video said, Atlanta is a hotspot. A lot of little girls, they do go missing. And my friend lives in the basically like the projects or whatever, based on income housing. She was telling me how there was a black man that was riding around the neighborhood looking for little girls, telling them to come to the car. But nobody want to believe. Nobody want to believe this story. And we saw the video and we saw her get snatched down the hill.
girl, you know what? This is the thing. A lot of people don't want to say the truth of what is happening out here. You know what? Normally, I don't like to call the color of the skin of the man. I just say a man. So in case next time, because you know how they be out here doing the most. Now, let's go to the next video. I'm going to be pulling up the next video of somebody actually talking about the same case over here. Let me pull up the video.
Thankfully, I'm genuinely grateful for that. Doesn't seem like all y'all are though, because I've seen too many variations of stuff like this, where people have decided this is an opportunity to err on the side of suspicion and talk about their conspiracy theories. And I just recall a few weeks ago when I hopped on here and said that women's relationship to true crime was a problem that needed to be examined broadly because it just extends the breadth of racist, classist, xenophobic paranoia toward particularly non-white men and universalizes the experiences of folks who are victims to assert the idea that there is an equal victim pool amongst all of us when we know that to be deeply untrue. Y'all was calling me like anti-feminist and saying I was gaslighting women and that I was reaching for stating that, but the proof is in the pudding. If it wasn't about gratuitous violence, why are so many people like patronizing TV shows and podcasts that only discuss the goriest, worst cases that happen? If the idea was to disrupt harm before it happens so that people don't become future victims, why do y'all rarely or never discuss like how actual things happen? Why do y'all constantly perpetuate myths in the comments of women who swear they get trafficked in Target in the suburbs, talking about stay vigilant ladies, but y'all don't talk about like the LGBTQIA plus homeless youth that are at highest risk, the undocumented people who owe coyotes and are trafficked to pay off debts, the girls who are promised visas and careers and education and then get here and are housed in homes for domestic labor or braiding salons or nail shops. Why do y'all never discuss those cases about the most likely victims? Because then you can't self-insert yourself as a potential one. If y'all wanted to confront systems that enable and produce violence themselves, why so many y'all propagandas and believe the police to be folks as saviors when they are frequent perpetrators of harm?
I'm gonna say this. When it comes to the police, yeah, there are some news that I hear out there. Not everything is good, but at the same time, hey, the police are actually doing their job as well, looking for this girl. They actually did come through and look for this lady. And I'm gonna say this, especially when it comes to black women's case, the police are the only people when it comes to they're talking about who's gonna look for you, who's gonna actually, save you from harm. I'm not somebody that is going to say the police are always right, because there are a lot of things that the police do as well that are not humanly, right. It's not good. And they do things that is questionable. I'm not saying that they are not to be held accountable for those, but the police also do their job on looking for people and actually, doing what they're supposed to do. So yes, there is a good and bad when it comes to the police. Not all of the cops and not a good or bad. You get me?
In a
So now with that being said, Khadija, do you have anything to add to this particular topic?
I do, and it's mostly gonna say that I just see who my real enemies are, and that I'm not protected by nobody. I'm not gonna be pulling over, helping nobody. I don't care if it's your child. I don't care if it's yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not going to have any heart. And I hope this is a message to all black women that you are not protected. And as soon as you have, your family is starting to look for you, the police is starting to look for you, because that does not happen for us. That your own people are going to be the ones to encourage people not to believe you when you say that you have been harmed. So that's really all I have to say about it. Like, stop putting
Okay.
your faith in people, especially your own.
Okay, thank you, girl. Thank you for coming up as well. I'm gonna say this. Thank you all for being here. Do not forget to press that like button and subscribe. And also, I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.